When did you realize you were gay?
See, that's a tough question. So my story is a little bit messed up.
This is something I need to get off my chest. I've been thinking about it for a long time. Y'all play Wordle. Y'all know what Wordle is? You play it, Ryan?
Never played it.
It was like 2 in the morning. I was like, yo, let me play this Wordle game or whatever. I open up Wordle, a word pops in my head. I type it in 2 seconds, I get the word. First try. I don't know if I have like psychic abilities, but I just needed to let you guys know. Genius, look at that. See, and this is something that no one's gonna believe. You guys aren't gonna believe me, but it's a word I've never said before. I've never used it in any sentences. What does that mean?
The chances of that are very rare.
I don't think anyone has ever done that, ever. If New York Times, I need to get to them somehow and like let them know, check the stats, check the analytics, and see that I got it so quickly to the point where it's nearly impossible. I'm basically a genius. Approximately 1% of the players who post their results on Twitter are guessing the correct word on their first attempt. So I basically beat the game. So today it's gonna be an interesting vlog. I have my friend here, his name is Jason.
Hey! What's up, guys?
Fun fact about Jason, he was an Ultimate Ninja Warrior, right?
Yes. That is a fact.
But the reason why you're here today is not because of that. Jason is gay, right?
Yes, sir.
He's here because he's gay.
We actually met here. It's crazy, actually. Us 3 met at the same time.
For sure.
Let's cut through the crap.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty. We need to ask you some gay questions.
Shoot away.
First off, this got prompted because we met a woman and me and Noah were like, yo, we want to learn more about girls. So who hangs around girls all the time? Gay guys. First thing is, we're both straight males. You're a straight Rob.
Yes. It's already all the gay guys out there.
A gay guy told us you could leave your house as a gay man and have sex within 15 minutes. So there's a lot of these things that I would love to know, not because I am going to act upon those things, but because I'm just curious and want to learn more.
So there's like 5 guys in here. Like, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's cool.
You're not like excited in any way about anything?
No, because I know they're straight men. Why would I be excited about it?
So that's the thing. So you're not attracted to straight guys?
No, I can differentiate between a straight man and a gay man.
Because didn't James Charles, isn't his thing is like, I'm attracted to straight guys and I want to make them gay?
That's not my vibe.
Not your vibe?
I'm not about to sit here and change someone's lifestyle.
Are there a lot of gay men that are like, I'm trying to turn these straight dudes gay?
I mean, I'm sure there's enough of them, but I don't really hang out with them. I don't think there's a point of forcing someone to be something they're not.
And I think that goes into like, there's levels to being gay, I feel like.
Yeah, people express themselves in different ways in the gay community, for sure.
How would you say you are in that community?
In terms of gayness?
And who you're attracted to, what type of gay?
So here I have something Googled from Men's US, and on here there's 15 categories of gays.
Oh, okay.
15.
I thought it was not that many.
So now reading this, I'm not quite sure what category I fit into.
Let me just read one of them. I want to read one. Late 20s to 30s, muscular build and gym obsessed, less likely to be hairy, possibly whack.
I mean, I guess I'd be a jock, but then there's also a gym bunny. Late 20s to 30s, athletic to muscular build, less likely to be hairy, possibly whack. So it's the same thing. So I'm either a gym bunny
This is
or
like
a
the
jock.
horoscopes for the gays.
Right, that's literally what it is.
Gym bunny.
15 categories. But then the 15th category, don't worry, is everyone else. I guess that there's no boundaries within my community, which I've never known there was 15 of these categories, but I guess.
And who says that's the official 15? Like,
I mean, yeah, no one says it's like official, but these are just like the popular types that this
Oh, I
website
see, I
pulled
see, I
out.
see.
When did you realize you were gay?
See, that's a tough question. I would say growing up, didn't feel the same way about girls as most people did.
Okay.
They were all like having crushes on girls and stuff, and I was just kind of busy like rolling around in the grass with the girls. So I was like, this is kind of a different setup than these other people are having.
Interesting. Elementary school, you're talking about?
I would say elementary school is when I was like really just like frolicking in the fields with the girls.
And then did you have a point where you saw a boy and thought, that motherfucker cute?
I don't know. It's like I can't put a time on that. I would say like when I got to college is when I really like
College?
Yeah, is when I really like connected the dots.
Wow.
And what connected the dots for you?
This is really funny. So,
Okay.
so I heard about this app called Grindr.
Okay.
When I got to college. So I used to sit in my room at college and like scroll through it and I'm like, what's going on here?
As you do in college.
Ooh, some of these boys are hot, but like I can't hang out with them.
So
Like,
you'd
no
be
one
like
knows them.
hiding like under your sheets, like scrolling on
Fully
Grindr.
hiding it.
No one
like,
knew you were gay or
no,
nothing?
no, I mean they all had suspicions, but like I was fully like locked in my room just like, and there's like a bunch of guys who'd be like, hey, like let's go get lunch or something, and I'd be like, no, we're not hanging out. I can't be seen with the boy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So even in high school, you weren't certain that you were gay?
I mean, I knew, but I wasn't acting upon it.
Interesting.
I just wasn't comfortable with doing it. I mean, like I was talking to girls and like I went to prom with a girl and stuff like that. I was leaning into the straight vibe for sure.
Why did you feel like you had to maybe suppress it or not be out there with it?
Where I come from in New York is not accepting of people in the outcast community, as we would say, like
Okay.
who are different. So I feel like everyone in my hometown was just trying to be normal.
Who was the first person you told that you were gay?
So my story is a little bit messed up. So I didn't
Are you
tell
down
anyone.
to tell your story then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really tell anyone. It was kind of forced upon me. There was a guy in college who I wouldn't hook up with. And so he found all my friends at a club and told them. All my friends confronted me one night and they were like, listen, like, it's totally fine. Like, we've been knowing. So, like, it's fine. Just, like, let us know. And then, like, we just had a heart-to-heart at the bar.
So first off, F that guy that did that.
Yeah,
That's
like-
not cool. Come on, man. Your friends were at the club. It was guys and girls.
Yeah. It was, like, my whole friend group. And he went up to them and was like, listen, like, your friend's gay. And they're like, what? And he was like, yeah, like, we've been talking. And I'm like, yeah, well, I didn't want to hook up with you for a reason. You're not chill.
So now you are officially gay.
Officially.
Officially.
It's official. It's public
on
now.
paper. It's on paper. Write it down.
You don't have to get into too much detail if you don't want to. I've heard of the concept of top and bottom and all this type of shit.
For sure.
Where do you even start with that? Do you go, I'm a top, I'm trying to suck some dick today? Or like, how do you choose? How do you?
Is there a man in the relationship?
It depends, like, what kind of relationship you're in. I mean, like, there's super feminine men and there's super masculine men. So, like, yes. And I don't know. I just kind of was like, I don't want to take it.
So
you know?
what type
It's like not what I'm into.
So
but
what
like,
type of guys are you into?
I'm definitely more into like athletic men. A big part of my life is the gym. So like I'm looking for people who go to the gym and stuff like that.
So not someone that's overly flamboyant or
Yeah,
maybe
no.
wearing fishnets, this and
Yeah.
that.
Like, I definitely like someone who maybe you couldn't tell was gay.
So you're looking for a gym bunny.
Or a jock.
Or a jock. Okay. Did you try being a bottom and go, no?
No,
I don't like that.
I don't think, no, as one of our friends' moms would always say, that's an exit only. So I don't mess with that, you know what I mean? Like, that's just not something that I'm willing to try, really.
That means that whoever you're with has to be a bottom. What if you meet a guy that you like and he said, I'm a top?
That's gonna be a hard situation. We're gonna have to sit down and discuss that for sure.
And has that happened before?
No, because like on dating apps and everything, you kind of put that.
Okay, the thing that I heard was gay men can have sex whenever they want, all the time. There's so many options, everyone's down to fuck. How quick is it to do all that? Just get into a whole
See,
range.
I don't do that. That's not my style, but it's absolutely something you can be doing any time of the day, anywhere you wanted to go. Because that's what Grindr's for, you know?
If you set a timer though right now.
Yeah, we could set a timer for 15 minutes and it'd be done.
Wow.
So this is a really funny story, and this is one of the stories I wanted to tell. In college, we had one gay friend in my home group.
Not
We'd all hang
including
out.
you.
Right, but I wasn't out yet, so
Oh,
I wasn't
okay.
gay. I was straight then. So when I'd go home, I had Grindr, obviously.
If you download Grindr, you're gay, right?
You gotta be.
There's a lot of people on there who say like straight man.
If you're in the app store typing in GR, like,
I mean, to each their own. Maybe they're
Yeah, I
trying to
guess so.
dabble, you know,
Maybe,
a little
yeah.
dabble in it.
maybe you don't know. I guess
I don't know. Some people just like to explore. I mean,
That's
I
like
don't
the
know.
people that be on Bumble, like, I'm looking for friends.
No, you're not. You're looking for a hookup.
Bumble business. Stop it. Stop.
Bumble friend.
There
Yeah.
is.
Looking
I had
for
it
a
for a hot
BFF.
second and it was horrible.
I'm looking for friends, female only. Anyway.
So we used to play a game on Grindr, and it was find the closest guy.
Holy shit.
We'd all be hanging out. Say we're like Chipotle was our go-to spot. We're at Chipotle. We pull up Grindr because it'll tell you how many feet away they are.
Damn.
So say 10 feet. So you know we're scrolling, we're looking, and like sometimes only body pictures. So we're like this. You know, we're looking through, like we're like that's that. And we're talking about them. We're like, yo, message him. They'd be like, no, I'm not messaging him. So my biggest issue I had was I used to have to delete Grindr every time I'd go home because if they did find the closest guy, it would have been me.
Interesting. So
That's true.
So I had to hide my account every time I came home because I didn't want my friends to find me next to them on Grindr.
who's the one who's paying on the date?
That's a good question. So I've been on a couple dates and we split it. In my opinion, whoever asks for the date, I feel like should pay.
Did you ask for the date?
No, but I still offered. I don't know. I always want to offer.
What's interesting is if I ask a girl on a date and we split it, she's gonna look at me and be like, come on, dude.
Right, like you asked me on a date.
But the dude asked you on a date
Yeah.
and y'all split it. Did you look at him and go, damn, bro?
No, so maybe I'm more of like a masculine vibe because I'm always wanting to pay or like split it or like contribute.
Yeah.
I'm not out here like, yo, someone buy me dinner. Like, get me some free dinner now.
And I'm assuming there's gay guys that are like that.
I'm sure. I mean, there's chicks running around saying like, pay my bills.
Yeah, there's a lot of them doing that.
My biggest pet peeve right here, ready? So I meet someone new, right? Say I met you randomly today and we're talking, and it comes up in conversation like, yo, I'm gay. You're like, bro, I got the perfect dude for you. He's gay. That is the worst. It's like just because your friend's gay does not mean that I'm gonna be attracted to them.
That makes complete sense.
And everywhere you go, people are like, my best friend's gay. You guys are gonna be the cutest couple. And I'm like, no.
No.
They're not a gym bunny. Sometimes I sit on my couch with my roommate and like we go through dating apps, right? Like
Okay.
who doesn't do that? She's like, wow, there's a lot of types of guys out there. And I'm like, yeah. So it's tough on these dating apps because there's like those 15 categories. Like I'm only attracted to one of them. So I'm scrolling through, I'm like, no. Like there's so many many more no's than yes because I'm only attracted to a specific type of person.
Damn, so it's difficult.
There's a lot more categories, I feel like, for gay guys than there are like a straight man.
When in doubt, if you ever meet a gay guy, don't try to link them up if you know another gay guy.
Like, that's just not it.
Imagine you know a girl.
Right, and I'm not trying to hook everyone up with the girl.
Yo, Rob, I know a girl.
My friend does YouTube too, like y'all should collab.
She's straight, like you should definitely link up. No.
Yeah, it's stupid when you look at it that way.
Maybe some stereotypes that are not true.
I feel like I might act a little more flamboyant or, you know, I definitely have gay tendencies and the straight dudes at the gym definitely like, you can see it in them. Like they're kind of just like questioning and trying to figure out and I'm like, I can just capable of everything you guys are doing. Like they see me get up there and they're like, oh. And I'm like,
I'm on American Ninja Warrior.
I'm like, what? Like, how do I look and sound make me any different? Like, honestly, that's my point of being a ninja is just to show people like, doesn't matter what you are, your sexuality. Like, I'm out here to do just the same thing as you guys. I have no problem being like, yes, work. Like, you better climb that wall. Like, no straight dude's about to be sitting there in the gym talking like that, you know? Like, it's just like a different vibe. Like, we have our own, like, people from Tennessee have a twang. People from New York have a twang. Like, I feel like the gay community has their own sayings and stuff that they use. That just comes along with every demographic in the US.
Did you develop that over time as you became more comfortable with being gay?
I definitely think it's a progression. Like, yeah, like as I became more comfortable, I was like, you know what? Like, I don't care if I sound gay. Like, I feel comfortable in saying X, Y, and Z. Now, there's things that I definitely don't feel comfortable saying. There's different levels, I guess. I don't know.
You said you had like a bad dating experience or something? What's
Definitely some real bad ones, but there's one in specific that was really funny.
Okay, how did that go?
One of my good friends from home was here and we went out in WeHo and I'm Snapchatting this dude. He's like, yo, I'm out at this club, like come hang. And I'm like, whatever. I was like, you know what, we're done with the club, so like let's go get tacos or something, like let's go get food. He's like, okay, I'm down. We go to the taco shop and we're sitting and he's absolutely wrecked, like barely sitting up, you know, the head's bobbling. And I'm like, I looked at her and I'm like, what do we do? She's like, let's just like see what happens. So we're you know, we're chatting. All of a sudden he's just like arrogant, like talking about his money and everything. But, you know, I'm just looking for a relationship, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, we look over and he just has hickeys all over his neck. I looked at her, I said, we gotta go. We stood up and walked away, left him right at the...
You left him right there?
You're talking about a relationship and your neck's covered in hickeys? I gotta go.
What are you looking for in a guy when you're on a date? Because men will look for certain things in girls.
Right.
And vice versa. A woman will look for a man and go, does he have a good amount of money? Does he have a job? Blah, 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 blah. Is he confident?
I'm looking for like a good time, you know? Like, I'm just like an outgoing, fun person. So like, I'm looking for someone who can make me laugh, you know? Like, we can hang out and just talk for hours and like not have a single issue. Money's cool and all, but it's like something superficial that I don't feel like is necessarily going to make the relationship work. You know what I mean? Like, cool, you have money, but like, are you a cool person?
In gay relationships, is there a breadwinner?
I feel like in every relationship,
like 50-50.
Yeah, like my last relationship was more 50-50, but I feel like there are situations where like, yeah, maybe someone does make more money than the others and they're like, yeah, you're the breadwinner. If that person's okay with being more responsible.
Do you have any icks, like gay icks?
I would just say that like my type is more masculine. You know, like I don't necessarily have an ick, but like I just don't know if that I click with every category that we went over. And like I'm very different too, so I don't think I attract certain types of gays either.
Okay.
Someone's into you for a reason, you're into them for a reason. It's the same thing. Like if we're not clicking, if we're not vibing, then it's not gonna work.
Have you ever looked at a straight guy who looked good and been like, damn?
Yeah, I've looked at a straight man and I'm like, damn, you're attractive, but like I wouldn't act on it.
Okay.
It's just a bummer. Wait, so why are we laughing?
So actually, my good friend Derek, the first time I saw him at the hot tub.
This is Derek.
What's up, guys? I'm Derek. I'm the one he's talking about.
I texted my friend. I'm like, damn, there's this dude with like leg tats at the pool, and he's hot. And then I was googling, cause like this complex like has some cool people. I was like googling like people with leg tattoos, you know, like out here.
He made me feel famous. He's like famous actors with leg tattoos.
And I was googling it, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, damn. So I went back inside, and I told Melise, and I was like, Melise, there's a hottie at the hot tub. And she was like, no way. And I'm like, yeah.
We go out into WeHo. He was like, Derek, I have to tell you something. To be honest, when we first met, I really wanted to fuck you.
So, but there's no way that attraction just goes away?
Yes, it does, because he's straight. He's an attractive human being, but I would never act on it because I know he's not gay.
If you're doing foreplay with a girl, you might do the hand thing, whatever. What do two dudes do? Do y'all be like yanking it with each other?
I don't know. It just depends on who you're with, because like...
Is it like, yeah, bro, go to town?
Some guy... It depends, because listen, we have different, like, all the different categories.
Again, I'm just...
Okay.
Rhino is curious.
Okay, so...
Because if you think about the dynamics of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do me and you at the same time. Are y'all jerking at the same? Okay.
But listen, there's all these different categories. Each one of these categories sort of have different roles in the relationship. So like if you have someone who's like a bottom and someone who's a top, like most likely the bottom's gonna be going down on the top. Cause like that's more of their role in this relationship, to be a bottom.
Does every gay dude suck
I feel like, yeah.
No, but then there's girls you would think that they have to, but they don't like to and they won't.
That's selfish.
Last dirty question. People talk about straight S3X all the time. But when you ask about GAY, it becomes, hey, wait, dude, you're gay.
Yeah, I think that's just a social norm that we need to cut out. Like, why can't we all be talking about what we do? Well, it's a double standard. Like, why can't gay guys talk about their sex? Like, if there's like two guys, like, you know, like laying on each other, people are like there's like this guy and this girl and they're like straight up straddling each other and it's like, go off, dude. So it's like, there's some norms that we need to definitely figure out because I think it's like fine either way.
Scenario, hypothetically, I'm gay, you're gay. You top me off first.
Okay.
All right, I'm like, oh, I get post-nut clarity. I don't want to suck a dick after that.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a tough situation.
Because that's
being selfish.
That's the hump you gotta get
But
over.
it's
if
also,
you're gay.
like I said, what's the role in the hookup? That's something that you kind of understand from the get-go.
So it can be established as, hey, you give me neck and that's it.
Oh, on Grindr, it's legit, like, people's bios would be like, looking to suck.
These apps are getting crazy.
I need just Tinder, but for the girls doing that. Again, looking to suck. What are the other things that they'll say?
Ryan downloads Grindr after that.
Thank you so much for being here. I feel like I learned so much. I feel like our audience learned so much too.
Sorry, don't mind me.
All right, now, where can people find you?
My Instagram is Jason Grossman.
Hey! Let's go!
A round of applause for the gays!
They're gays, bro.